My child, are you there? Can you hear me right now? Please stop for a moment and listen. I really need you. I've called your name again and again, but the noise of this world keeps drowning me out. Heaven itself has stopped everything for this moment because I cannot stay silent any longer. I am reaching for you with urgency, not anger, with love that burns too deeply to let you keep slipping away. This is not a random message. You didn't find this by chance. You were led here. My spirit has been guiding you toward this moment, lining every second of your day so that these words would meet you right where you are. I've been calling your name, whispering softly when you couldn't sleep, nudging your heart in quiet moments, hoping you'd notice me. You felt it, haven't you? That sudden pull, that strange stillness when everything else feels loud, that was me, trying to get through. I've tried to reach you through blessing, through people, through pain, through silence. I've placed reminders in your path, signs you thought were coincidences, words that pierced your heart unexpectedly. I've done it all to say this simple thing, my child. I love you, and I need you to listen to me now before it's too late. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are not forgotten or overlooked. You are mine. I formed you, breathed life into you, and marked you for a purpose that no one else can fulfill. But lately, I've watched as you drift further away, letting the world's noise grow louder than my voice. I've watched you pour your heart into things that don't last, chase after people who don't see you, and fill your days with distractions to silence the ache you can't explain. And still, through it all, I've stayed closer than your next breath, waiting for you to finally look up and see me standing right beside you. My child, are you there? I really need you. Not because I'm incomplete without you, but because I love you so much that I can't bear to see you destroying yourself in silence. I see the heaviness you hide. I see the weariness behind your forced smile. I see the late nights when you stare at your ceiling wondering if I still care, if I still speak, if I still remember you. I do. I always have. Every sigh, every tear, every moment of confusion, I've been there. You thought I was distant, but I was beside you in every moment you felt abandoned. You thought I was silent, but I was whispering truth when the lies were shouting louder. You thought I had turned away, but I was right behind you, waiting for the moment your heart would quiet enough to feel my presence again. You said, God, if you're real, show me. This is me showing you. This message is my answer to the cry you thought I ignored. You've prayed for signs, for something undeniable, something that proves I still see you, and now, here I am, speaking directly to your heart. I arranged this moment. Heaven paused for this conversation, because your soul is too valuable to lose in the chaos of everything else. I am breaking through the noise of your world to call you home to me again. There are battles surrounding you that you can't see. There are traps being set to pull you away from peace, to make you numb to my love, to make you believe that your mistakes have disqualified you from grace. But I've come to tell you the truth. Nothing you've done has pushed me away. Nothing you've said, thought, or failed to do has made me love you less. My love doesn't change when you're broken. It doesn't fade when you fall. It doesn't run out when you doubt. My love for you is constant, like the breath that never leaves your lungs until I call you home. Please, my beloved, don't brush this off as another message. Don't think, maybe later, because later is not promised. The time is now. The moment is here. Heaven has been leaning toward you for so long, whispering your name while you ran through distractions, trying to fill what only I can fill. The ache in your chest, that hollow space that no one else seems to reach, that's where I belong. That's where I've been calling from. I need you to know this. I am not angry with you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm heartbroken for you. Heartbroken by how much pain you've carried thinking you had to do it alone. Heartbroken by how many times you've turned your face away thinking I was ashamed of you. But I am not. I am proud of you for surviving what you thought would break you. I am proud of you for still standing when everything tried to make you fall. But now I need you to stop surviving and start living with me. You've been running for so long, haven't you? Running from your past, from your guilt, from your reflection, from my call. But every time you ran, I ran beside you. Every time you hid, I stayed near. I never gave up. I never stopped hoping that one day you'd hear my voice again and turn around. That day is now. I have called you again and again, and this time I'm asking you not to walk away. The reason this moment feels heavy is because eternity is speaking into it. There is something sacred happening even now. My spirit is touching your heart, softening what life hardened, stirring what pain silenced. You can feel it, can't you? That warmth in your chest, that quiet pull, that's me. It's my presence washing over you, drawing you closer. Don't resist it. Let me in. You have believed the lie that you are too far gone. You have believed the lie that you have wasted too much time. You have believed the lie that I am disappointed and done with you. Those lies come from the one who fears your return because he knows what will happen when you come back to me. He knows the power that will rise inside you when you remember who you are in me. That's why he's fought so hard to keep you distracted, to keep you feeling numb, to make you think you don't matter. But I stepped in before it was too late. This message is proof of that. The time is short, my child. You felt it in your spirit. The days feel faster, the nights feel heavier, and deep inside, you know the world is shifting. You sensed it, but you pushed it away. I am confirming it now. Time is running out, and you cannot keep living like you have endless chances. The world offers you noise, comfort, distraction, but not life. I am the only source of life, and right now I am reaching for yours. Say, I rest deeply in your promises if you're clinging to every word he has spoken. Listen closely. Every time you felt the pull to pray but didn't, that was me calling. Every time you felt tears rise and didn't understand why, that was me breaking through the walls. Every time you stumbled and felt something urging you to get up again, that was my hand lifting you. I've been closer than your own heartbeat, calling your name through everything. You thought I wasn't speaking, but you were just surrounded by too much noise to hear. I am not asking for your perfection. I'm not asking for your performance. I am asking for your attention, your heart, your presence in this moment, because I really need you to hear me now. You are standing at a crossroads, and the path you choose from here will shape everything. If you turn toward me, I will rebuild what life shattered. If you turn away, the weight you carry will only grow heavier. I am not threatening you, I am warning you because I love you too much to let you sleep through your own awakening. So, my child, are you there? Are you listening? I'm here. I've always been here. I am calling your name not to condemn you, but to save you. Not to shame you, but to show you mercy. Not to demand from you, but to give you life. This is not a sermon, it's a rescue. This is heaven interrupting earth, because your soul is worth everything I gave. I stretched my arms on the cross for you, and I'm stretching them toward you again now. The time is now, my beloved. Look up from your pain. Look beyond your guilt. Look past the fear. I am standing right in front of you, whispering, "Come back to me." This is your moment. Don't let it pass. Don't harden your heart. Don't tell yourself you'll respond later. There might not be another later. I've called you over and over, and I am calling you one more time because I really need you to hear me now. My child, do you know what hurts my heart the most? It's not your mistakes, not your failures, not even the times you doubted me. It's the silence that has grown between us. There was a time when you used to talk to me about everything. You would whisper your thoughts to me before sleep, tell me about your dreams, your fears, your hopes. I loved those moments. You didn't always have the right words, but your heart was open, and I heard you. I still remember the sound of your prayers when you believed I was listening. But somewhere along the way, that voice faded. The world became louder, and I became quieter to you, not because I left, but because your heart got crowded with other things. You thought I stopped speaking, but I never did. You thought I went silent, but I was whispering through everything. Through the sunrise that touched your face when you were weary, through the unexpected kindness of a stranger, through the song that made tears fall when you weren't sure why, through the stillness that surrounded you when you were about to break. I have been speaking in ways you didn't recognize, because you were looking for a thunderstorm while I was speaking in a whisper. I've been trying to reach you through the world I created. Every breeze that brushed against your skin carried my presence. Every star in the sky that caught your eye was a reminder of how vast my love for you is. When the night was silent and you couldn't sleep, the tug you felt inside wasn't loneliness, it was me, trying to remind you that you were never alone. Even in the chaos, I was there. Even in the laughter, I was listening. Even in your anger, I was patient. I've sent people into your life to speak my words, but you didn't see them for who they were. The friend who told you to hold on when you wanted to give up, that was me speaking through them. The family member who wouldn't stop praying for you, that was my spirit moving in their heart. The person who showed you kindness when you least deserved it, that was my mercy in motion. Every encounter had purpose. Every voice that carried truth was part of my pursuit. You've wondered why certain doors closed, why certain plans failed, why I didn't give you what you wanted when you asked for it. But my silence in those moments was not rejection, it was protection. You asked me for things that would have hurt you, and I said no because I love you too much to let you destroy yourself. You thought I was ignoring you, but I was saving you. You thought I was far away, but I was holding you back from something that would have broken you beyond repair. There were nights when you thought I was nowhere near, but I was standing beside your bed, watching over you while you slept. I saw your tears soak the pillow and heard the words you couldn't speak out loud. I didn't look away. I kept my hand over your heart, steadying your breath when you thought you couldn't go on. I have been closer to you than anyone ever will be. And yet, I've watched as the space between us grew wider little by little, with each passing day. The silence didn't happen all at once, my beloved. It began slowly with a skipped prayer here, a small compromise there. You told yourself it was fine, that you'd talk to me later, that you were just too tired, too busy, too distracted, and later never came. The voice that once ran to me began to hesitate, began to feel unworthy, began to believe lies that you were no longer wanted by me. But let me tell you the truth now. You have always been wanted. You have always been chosen. My love for you hasn't changed, not for a moment. When you sinned, I still loved you. When you turned away, I still followed. When you stopped speaking, I still listened. I've been in every silent room, every lonely car ride, every sleepless night, whispering, I'm still here. Sometimes my whisper was so faint that you mistook it for your own thoughts. That's how close I've been inside your very breath, waiting for you to notice. Please support our channel. Our mission is to fill your life with joy, peace, and devotion to God. If you feel blessed by our work, you can show your love by donating through Super Thanks. Every gesture of support means a lot to us. I've spoken through dreams too, those moments when your heart saw what your eyes could not. When you woke up from something that felt too real to explain, that was me trying to reach beyond your walls. I've spoken through conviction, the uneasiness that rose in your chest when you were about to make a choice that wasn't right. That wasn't guilt to shame you, that was my spirit protecting you. I've spoken through scripture, through words you read long ago that suddenly returned to your mind in moments you needed them most. I've spoken through silence, because sometimes silence is the loudest language of love. You thought my silence meant absence, but it was invitation. I was drawing you closer, teaching you to listen with your heart instead of your ears. I wanted you to learn to feel my presence even when you couldn't see proof. I wanted you to grow in trust, not trust that everything would go your way, but trust that I would never leave you no matter how dark the way became. There have been so many times you brushed aside my voice, telling yourself it was nothing. That small feeling that said, don't go there. That nudge that said, wait. That peace that came when you finally stopped fighting, those were all me. I have never stopped pursuing you. Every time you walked away, I followed with love, not anger. Every time you fell, I reached down with mercy, not judgment. Every time you hid, I whispered, come back. You are still mine. My child, I know how hard it is to believe that I still want to speak to you after all the silence. You feel unworthy, unsure if you could ever hear me again. But you can. My voice has not left you, it's just waiting to be welcomed back. I don't need loud prayers. I just need honesty. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what broke you. Tell me the truth you've been too afraid to say. I can handle it. I already know it. But I want you to share it with me, because that's where healing begins. If you will quiet yourself now just for a moment, you will hear me again. In the rhythm of your breath, in the stillness between thoughts, I am there. I have never been gone. The silence between us can end right here, right now. All it takes is one word from your heart. Jesus. That's enough. That single word breaks the distance that's been building for years. That single word calls heaven's attention. That single word is the key to open the door again. I miss hearing your voice, my child. I miss the way you used and talked to me like a friend. You don't need perfect words, you don't need fancy prayers. Just speak from your heart. I am listening. I have always been listening. I am not a stranger to your pain, nor am I offended by your doubts. I only want to be near you again, to bring back what the silence stole from you. So, come back into conversation with me, not just through words, but through presence. Let me walk with you through the ordinary moments again, through your mornings, your work, your nights. I don't want to be a Sunday memory. I want to be your everyday reality. You were never meant to live life in spiritual isolation. You were meant to live in communion with me. The silence between us has lasted long enough. Let this be the moment you let it end. Open your heart again. Listen again. I am still speaking, my beloved. I always have been, and I always will. My child, do you know what heaven sounds like right now? It is not silent. It groans. It trembles. It cries out for the souls who have wandered too far and do not know how close the edge truly is. All heaven can see what you cannot see. Angels watch the moments you waste thinking you still have time, and they hold their breath, praying that you will hear me before it's too late. The kingdom is alive with urgency because eternity is drawing nearer with every passing second. Every heartbeat brings you closer to the day when all choices will be final, when every later will no longer exist. And I am calling you now because you are the one I'm after right now. The world makes you believe that life will keep stretching on forever, that tomorrow will always be waiting, that time is generous. But I tell you the truth, time is not yours to control. It is a gift, and gifts are fragile. You have no idea how much of it remains. That is why heaven is crying tonight. It is not a cry of despair, it is a cry of love, of longing, of divine desperation for the hearts that keep turning away while grace still stands open. You are living in a moment that angels envy. They cannot experience the mercy you still have access to. They see the door of grace still open, the invitation still offered, and they wonder how so many can ignore it. My child, I'm speaking to you because I do not want you to be one of them. You were not created to live numb, distracted, and distant. You were created for communion, for purpose, for the light of my presence that gives meaning to every breath you take. But sin and sorrow have tried to steal that from you, to convince you that you are unworthy of coming home. Every time you felt that tug in your heart, that subtle awareness that something eternal is calling you, that was heaven reaching out through the noise of earth. It wasn't coincidence, it wasn't your imagination. It was me. It was eternity whispering to the temporary. And tonight, eternity is not whispering, it is crying out your name. The whole kingdom is leaning toward you because this moment is sacred. You are standing in a thin place where heaven touches earth, and your next decision will echo forever. I know how far you've wandered, how the world has dulled your ears, how pain has hardened your heart. I know you've grown used to pretending everything is fine, that you've learned to smile through spiritual emptiness. But even when you turned away, the angels still surrounded you. They watched over you when danger should have claimed your life. They held back disasters you never knew were near. They fought battles in the unseen while you slept. You think you've survived by luck, but there has never been such a thing as luck. There has only been my mercy. Every time the enemy tried to destroy you, I commanded the hosts of heaven to intervene. You don't realize how many times you've been spared because heaven refused to lose you. The car that swerved just in time, the illness that didn't take you, the despair that didn't swallow you, those weren't coincidences. Those were battles won on your behalf. My child, you have been carried by grace more than you know. But I need you to understand something vital. The same heaven that has protected you cannot choose for you. Angels can war for you. They can guard you. They can whisper to your spirit, but they cannot decide your eternity. The choice belongs to you, and you alone. And every second that passes draws eternity closer. Every beat of your heart is a countdown, not of fear, but of urgency. My mercy will not run out, but your opportunity to respond will. That is why I am speaking now. That is why I'm interrupting your life again. Because I see what's coming, and I can't let you walk into forever unprepared. Comment, you are my guiding light. Jesus, if he led you out of the darkest night. Heaven's cry isn't a sound you hear with your ears, it's one you feel in your spirit. It's that restlessness that never leaves, that quiet ache that tells you something's missing. That is heaven mourning for distance, longing for reunion. You belong there with me. You were never meant to drift endlessly through confusion and chaos. You were designed to walk in light, in peace, in joy that cannot be shaken. But you've been settling for shadows because you've forgotten how radiant the light truly is. My beloved, heaven doesn't cry out because I'm angry. It cries because I remember who you are. I remember the moment I breathed life into you. I remember the purpose I placed in you before the foundations of the earth. I remember the fire that once burned bright in your spirit. And I cannot watch that fire fade without doing everything possible to rekindle it. That's why I sent this message to you. It's not content. It's not a coincidence. It's rescue. You may think this message is one of millions, but in heaven it's the only one right now. All of heaven has paused to focus on this exact moment because it's your moment. I see the distractions circling you. The lies trying to pull you back to numbness, the fear whispering, this isn't real. But it is real. More real than the ground you stand on. The spiritual world is not a dream, it's the greater reality, and it's moving even now. The kingdom is calling your name through the storm. And I am here, the voice within the thunder and the calm, saying, you still have time, but not much. Come home before the moment passes. You've become so used to thinking you can fix things later. You said, I'll pray when I feel ready. I'll change when life slows down. I'll surrender when I'm stronger. But those are lies the enemy whispers to keep you asleep. You will never feel ready. You will never find the perfect moment. There is only now. Now is holy. Now is heaven's cry. Now is your turning point. Listen to me, my child. The same heaven that celebrates when one soul returns is ready to rejoice for you. The same angels who wept over your silence are waiting to sing over your surrender. You don't have to earn this celebration. You just have to accept it. You've spent so much time believing that you have to clean yourself up before you come to me. But I'm telling you, come as you are. Come with the mess. Come with the guilt. Come with the confusion. Come with the fear. I can handle it. I already carry you all the gross. Every sin, every wound, every failure, it's already been nailed there. You're not too late. You're just in time. My heart is breaking for the way you've tried to fill the silence with things that cannot satisfy you. The world has promised you peace and left you empty. It has offered you love and left you broken. It has given you noise and stolen your rest. But I offer you stillness that heals, peace that remains, love that never leaves. That is why heaven cries. Because I have prepared all of this for you, and you keep walking past it thinking it belongs to someone else. You are the one I'm after right now. Not someone holier, not someone wiser, not someone more deserving you. I have chosen this time to reach you again because I see how close you are to turning back. You've been drifting, but your heart still beats for me beneath the exhaustion. You've wondered if I could still use you, if I could still forgive you. if I could still want you after everything. And I tell you, yes. 1,000 times yes. You have not gone too far. You have not fallen too deep. You have not failed too often. My love runs deeper still. Heaven's cry is not a sound of fear, it's a sound of hope. Hope that you will hear me before the final moment, before the last chance fades. I am speaking to you with all the passion of eternity because you matter that much to me. I am not willing to lose you. Not to sin. Not to sorrow. Not to shame. Not to time. You are worth dying for, and you are worth calling again. So hear my voice in this moment. Let it echo louder than the noise of the world. Let it silence the lies that tell you you've gone too far. I'm still reaching. I'm still calling. I'm still loving. The cry of heaven is a cry of love, and it carries your name in every note. Will you answer it now? Will you let the distance end? Will you let heaven's cry become your song again? The door is open, my child, but it will not stay open forever. Come while you still can. Come while grace still calls your name. Come while heaven still weeps with hope for you. Every second that passes draws eternity closer. Don't wait another one. My child, you smile in front of others, but I've watched you collapse when the lights go out. I've seen the way you hold yourself together for everyone else and then fall apart when no one's watching. I see the exhaustion behind your eyes, the ache you've hidden behind laughter. You've built walls so strong that even you don't know how to tear them down anymore. But I do. And I haven't come to break them with force, I've come to touch them with love until they crumble gently in my hands. You have wounds no one else knows about. Some were caused by others, and some were caused by choices you regret. You carry both the scars and the shame, and you've tried to bury them deep so no one can see. But I see them all, and I am not disgusted. I am not disappointed. I am not afraid of your pain. I am the only one who can reach that deep and bring healing that lasts. Let me touch what you hide. You've been betrayed, haven't you? You trusted someone with your heart, your secrets, your loyalty, and they broke it like it meant nothing. You tried to forgive, but every time you remember, the wound feels fresh. It changed how you love, how you trust, how you see yourself. And though you don't talk about it anymore, that betrayal still echoes in the corners of your soul. I was there, you know. I saw the moment they spoke words that shattered you. I saw how you swallowed your pain to look strong. I saw the tears you wiped before anyone could see them. I didn't just see them, I felt them. Their betrayal pierced my heart too, because every pain you feel, I feel with you. You tell yourself that you've moved on, but I know you haven't healed. You've just learned to function with the wound. But I never meant for you to just survive, I meant for you to be whole. That's why I'm here now. I want to heal what they broke. I want to pull out the poison of bitterness that has been sitting inside you for too long. I want to remind you that what they did to you does not define you. Their rejection does not determine your worth. Their words were not the final truth, mine are. My child, I know the fears that chase you. You wake up with them, carry them through your day, and lay down with them at night. Fear of failure, the fear of loss, fear that you're not enough, fear that you'll never be loved the same way you love others. Fear that no matter how hard you try, it will never be enough to earn peace. But hear me, you don't have to earn peace. It is my gift to you. I give it freely, not because you've done everything right, but because I love you. I know you've made mistakes that haunt you. I know there are moments you wish you could erase, things you wish you could undo, words you wish you had never spoken. I know the guilt that creeps in when you're alone, whispering that you can't be forgiven, that you've gone too far. But listen to me, nothing you've done is stronger than what I've done for you. My cross is proof that there is no sin, no failure, no darkness that can separate you from my love. You cannot fall beyond my reach. You cannot run beyond my grace. You cannot break beyond my repair. When I look at you, I don't see the mistakes, I see the potential I placed in you. I see the child I created, the one I died for, the one I still fight for. You see your brokenness, but I see your becoming. You see the ashes, but I see the beauty I can create from them. You see the wounds, but I see the testimony that will come when I heal them. You've been carrying the weight of guilt for too long, my love. You keep punishing yourself for things that I already forgave. You replay moments in your mind, as if punishing yourself will somehow balance the scales. But I already paid the price. The debt is cleared. You are free, if you will just let yourself believe it. Stop living as if you're still chained. Stop walking through life like a prisoner when I've already unlocked the door. You've grown tired, haven't you? Tired of pretending, tired of waiting, tired of hoping. The world has drained you, and your soul feels like it's running on empty. You've been pouring out from an empty cup, trying to meet everyone's expectations, trying to be strong when you're falling apart inside. But you were never meant to carry that weight. I didn't design you to handle everything alone. I designed you to rest in me, to draw from my strength when yours runs out. So come to me. Let your guard down. You don't have to be the strong one here. You can fall apart in my arms, and I will not let you break. My child, I see the invisible battles, the thoughts that torment you, the memories that replay when you close your eyes. I see the way you question your worth because of the things you've lost. You wonder, why did this happen? Why didn't you stop it? And I know those questions ache inside you. But I never abandoned you, not for a moment. Some things broke because they were never meant to carry you. Some doors closed because they would have led to destruction. Some relationships ended because I was protecting you from greater pain. I know it hurt, but I promise you nothing I allowed to end was meant to destroy you. It was meant to redirect you toward the life I designed for you. You have been through storms that should have drowned you, but you're still here. Do you know why? Because I held you through every wave. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was in the water with you. Even when you thought you were sinking, I was the unseen hand keeping you above the depths. You thought you survived because you're strong, but it was because I refused to let go. You are here because I never stopped fighting for you. Let me into the places you've kept locked away. Let me touch what you hide. I will not force my way, and I will wait for your yes. But when you give it, I will heal you completely. I will take the pieces you've been trying to fit together on your own and make something new, something beautiful, something whole. I will breathe peace into your sleepless nights, light into your darkness, and purpose into your pain. Type I trust even in your silence. Lord, if you're waiting for unseen answers. Unsheathed video.